You want me to put that on my Tudor?
Harry's wife. Car chase. Detective. Total rubbish. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Let's examine some more evidence in relation to the car chase which purportedly took place in New York City, which is very clearly something which has been orchestrated by Harry's wife, narcissist that she is, in order to subconsciously pursue the prime aims. We turn to GB News, and an article by Georgina Cutler tells us, former NYPD detective slams Harry and Harry's wife car chase as total rubbish. Bo Dietl has blasted Prince Harry and Harry's wife's claims of a relentless pursuit by paparazzi as made-up drama by the couple. The American retired NYPD detective said their story is the most ridiculous-sounding thing, challenge fuel, and insists that the police will be able to investigate the incident due to the vast number of street cameras in New York City. Again, this shows the collateral consequence of Harry's wife's mid-range narcissism. Those that continue to insist that she is this calculating Machiavellian individual really do not understand narcissism. Believe me, somebody that is an aware narcissist and was that calculating would have recognized, hang on a second, we need to make it look real because there's going to be video footage. People record it on their phones. The paparazzi are going to be recording it. Should we really go ahead with this? We might get caught out. Harry's wife doesn't think that way. As I've explained, I suspect that the idea actually came from her agency and she gave it her blessing. And that's why she knew what was going on. And the various loose ends haven't been tied up. And she certainly hasn't thought through. All she's thought to herself is, goody gumdrops, this is going to raise my profile, people are going to talk about me. That makes me feel all warm and mushy inside. The police officer, or the retired one, sees it as made-up drama by the couple. The American retired NYPD detective said their story is the most ridiculous-sounding thing. Prince Harry, Harry's wife and her mother Doria were involved in a near-catastrophic car chase involving paparazzi, according to a spokesperson for the Duke of Sussex. Although, as we know from an examination of the evidence, that description of near-catastrophic is a complete exaggeration. But speaking to Nigel Farage on GB News, Dietl said, I think this is rubbish. This, to me, is the most ridiculous-sounding thing in the world. And I've been in the security business and retired from the police department for 38 years. Accordingly, this is a man who knows his onions in this regard. First of all, the most important thing is the safety of the person that you're guarding. The principle is the most important thing, and they want you to believe for 2 hours they were chased by 5 blacked-out SUVs, chasing them all through red lights, through speeds, hitting other cars, maybe hitting cops. This is, I think, part of the drama that is being made up by them. And again, you have cameras on every corner in New York City. This is going to be very easy to get the cameras and the police to investigate this. The incident occurred after the Sussexes had attended an awards ceremony in New York on Tuesday. Now, of course, all of you listening will think to yourself, yeah, really easy to investigate and prove whether what they said happened actually happened. Gosh, they're utter dimwits for going through with this. Surely they would have thunk ahead and thought to themselves, this could be picked up on lots of cameras. After all, many people know that people are wandering around with cameras in the pockets, the CCTV on street corners, etc., CCTV from stores that would look out onto the street. Yeah. But Harry's wife's narcissism isn't thinking about that. It's not thinking about what comes next. It's thinking about now, and now, and now. And that's why she keeps committing these ridiculous gaffes. It is not the case that she sat there thinking, oh, the general public are so stupid they've fallen for it again. She honestly believes that these things happen. And of course, while she knows that it was orchestrated, she is focused upon the outcome, the subconscious receipt of fuel, the subconscious assertion of control. She doesn't think people will see through it. She thinks she's oh so clever for having come up with this idea, or at least endorsed the idea provided to her by the agency. Of course, she just ends up getting caught out again and again and again, because her style of narcissism is such that it creates these collateral consequences. Returning to the article, Dietel added, if someone's chasing you, why would you put your principals' lives in jeopardy? And then you get out of the car. You go into a yellow cab. Nothing makes sense. I would like to know who the security is that they're using, who hired it. Stevie Wonder. I mean, this is ridiculous. I never heard anything like this. Following Harry and Harry's wife's statement about the incident, the mayor of New York told reporters that he finds it hard to believe that a 2-hour high-speed chase took place. The taxi driver who picked up the Sussexes has also played down the incident, saying, I don't think I would call it a chase, according to the Washington Post. He added that the couple were quiet and seemed scared as they sat in the back of his car for around 10 minutes. So here we are, somebody who was a former police detective, someone who was used to such incidents, and somebody, of course, that's used to operating in the security industry. And his immediate reaction upon learning of this is to turn around and say, what a load of rubbish. It's clearly made up drama. It just doesn't stack up, because any competent security detail just wouldn't behave in this way, which lends credence to the suggestion that it was, in effect, acting out a story, acting something out for the purposes of causing drama, that any competent security outfit would never, in a month of Sundays, behave in this fashion. And the only reason they would do is if they were given instructions to behave in a particular way for the purposes of manufacturing a situation. Let us say, even if the paparazzi were swarming around the car, the security detail would have dealt with it in a calm fashion, not trying to race away. They'll have been given instructions to do that. It's likely that the relevant driver was also in on the drama-creating escapade. But here we have more evidence, this time from an expert in dealing with such matters, which demonstrates once again that the whole thing is a load of bullshit. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.